I play and teach traditional music, and one of the things that's really important for becoming an expert in this kind of music is learning how to figure out and learn tunes by ear. And what we mean by that is being able to hear other people playing a piece of music and figure out how to play it yourself. It's a skill that responds really well to practice, but it's often hard to get started because when you're a beginner, it seems like all the notes go by really, really fast. It's just incredibly quick and it's very hard to keep track of. Now, the great thing is that computers have made this a lot easier for us. You used to have to spend a ton of money getting specialized programs for that, or even specialized hardware to be able to slow down music to the point where you could understand it. But the nice thing is that you can do this with stuff that's available free or at very low cost. I'm going to show you how to do it with Reaper, which is the digital audio software I like to use. You get it at reaper.fm. It's free to download and it's a full operational license. If you're going to be using it and you're not using it commercially, it's $60 for a license, or it's a little more if you're doing really well. But it's really worth getting and figuring out how to use. So go to www.reaper.fm and click download. It'll bring you to a page that gives you whatever you need for your operating system. So I'm going to move over into Reaper now. And here I am in Reaper. What I'm going to do, we're going to go to Insert, Media File. Now I'm going to put in Ode to a Butterfly, which is from Nickel Creek's eponymous album. So you go to Insert, Media File, and you just pick an MP3 file that you want to be playing along with. I'm going to go back to the start of the project. Press space to start it playing. Here's what it sounds like. That's great. That's the intro. And the part that I really want to work on is back, a little farther along. Because I just started playing mandolin about a year ago. This is crazy fast. So what I'd really love to be able to do is slow it down so I can figure out what the heck Chris Thiele is doing. And that's actually really easy to do in Reaper. So I'm going to go back here to where the beginning is, press space again to start. You see down here there's a bar that says rate 1.0 and then a slider. Now you could just drag that, and that's a playback rate, so right now it's playing back at 1x. If you just drag it right here, it's going to lower or raise the pitch. So if there's the pitch at 1.0, and if I don't change anything, it's going to be dropping the pitch. So either right click, or if you're on a Mac, do 2 fingers and click. You'll see it didn't change pitch there because I have this preserve pitch in audio items when changing master play rate selected. If I drop that off, notice that the pitch goes down. Now that can be useful if you're playing along with a track that has some pitch issues in it. It's at a different relative pitch, but right now I want to just be able to play it in the same key but slower. So I'm going to go back, again, right click or 2-finger click, preserve pitch. And now, it'll get confused for a second, but then it goes, and I can easily play along with this. You might find that there are some audio artifacts as it gets really low. Nothing too bad. And you could also speed it up if you wanted for some reason. I don't know about you, but I can't play that. So that's pretty easy to do. And again, you don't require a lot of complicated setup. You don't even have to save this project. You just open it, put in the media file that you want to play along with, go down here to the rate, right click it and make sure preserve pitch is selected. And then anything you do to this rate slider is going to just stay in the same key, but just be a little slower. I use this all the time. I hope you will too. Thanks.